Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Magic. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. So, today's new daily is to cast 30 red or white spells, and we'll be focusing on that to a point, with a new tokens deck. This one is a Mardu colors. I think the last one we tried kind of with this idea was an Orzhov that used Sephiroth. And lo and behold, so does this one. Yeah, so does this deck. Just to kind of go through it, start off with our main card, Sephiroth, Fabled Soldier. His whole thing is that, when another creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. If it's the 4th time this happened this turn, transform. And also, whenever you play this card or attack, you can sacrifice to draw, which is kind of our only way of drawing cards. But to help kind of facilitate that, we have a lot of token generation. So just to go through it, Nesting Bot is just a really good card. That is good sacrifice fodder. When it dies, it creates a token. Stadium Headliner, the Mobilize. Mobilize is interesting in that it's sacrificed at the beginning of your next in-step. So that means that if the tokens survived combat, they're there during your second main phase, so you can play Sephiroth after that, kill a token that's already going to die, and get all the value from that. So that's kind of the idea with the mobilized creatures in this deck. Torch the Tower, get lost for some removal. Voice of Victory, again, it mobilizes twice, so just more token generation. When those tokens die, they trigger Sephiroth. Also, this kind of slows our opponent down. They can't cast spells on our turn. Sinkhole Surveyor is a flyer. We don't really have any flyers in this deck, and creates a token. Strategic Betrayal is just good removal. Yes, your opponent gets to decide what they exile if they have multiple creatures on the field, but that's a good price to pay for also exiling their graveyard. Arabella is in here because she can help drain the opponent and give us some life as well, because a lot of our stuff is going to be, her things for power 2 or less. Yeah, a lot of our stuff kind of falls into that realm, though you have to be careful. You can only have a single Warleader's Call on the field if you want to take advantage of Arabella's ability. Lightning Helix, damage and life gain. Anim Pakal, she's creating gnomes constantly, so just again, potentially more sacrifice fodder and what have you. Warleader's Call to ping damage every time we're creating tokens. And then Mishra, claimed by Gix. Haven't seen this guy in a while, and it's one of the cards that we'll be leaving in whenever rotation rolls around, but is also a good way of just draining our opponent, since how they lose X life, we gain X life, where X is the number of creatures attacking. Awesome. We're not worried about the melding because we don't run Phyrexian Dragon Engine in this, so he is really just there to be an additional way of draining our opponent. And then finally, Elspeth, Stormslayer. As long as she's on the field, you're creating twice as many tokens as you usually would, which is awesome. But yeah, that's the kind of a base rundown of it. Let's give it a shot. I have tried it out, as you can see. Did a couple of matches, one where things just weren't going my way, and another one that went relatively well. So let's hope we have some good matches today. So, okay, I like this. We have all of our colors to start with. We're going first. Our opponent has mulliganed. They didn't like their mulligan. I'm okay with that. Though, yeah, I'm okay with that because I'll take the win, but it is kind of sad. Like, I had something kind of going here. We needed to pull another land, but we're going to start off with plains into Nesting Bot to get our start your engines going. And then, obviously, if we didn't pull a land, Blackcleave Cliffs to have our Torch the Tower up and ready if we needed to clear something, and then just kind of hope we got some land after that. But I'll take a free win. Sometimes that happens if you mulligan and just is not what you were hoping for. It's better just to concede, especially if you're using a deck that relies on specific opening hands. I don't like running those type decks just because if you don't get certain cards to start with, you're not going to have any fun. It's just not fun. Anyway, let's see if we can actually get a real match going. Again, I am actually more okay with this hand. We have all three of our colors to start off. We have options to play with. Concealed Courtyard into Mountain, most likely. So that we can do either Strategic Betrayal or Lightning Helix. I like it. Forest. Okay. Gruel. Gotcha. Dredger's Insight. So, I'm guessing this is a Delirium, maybe? Oh no, it's a, interesting. Huh. They picked, him. Which means the Strategic Betrayal is gonna come in handy. Oh, so what do I do here? We're gonna go with Anim. Yeah, we're gonna go with Anim. So, human. Are they going to send out Joshua? I want to see what they get rid of. Another Esper. Yeah. I need to get rid of everything in their deck, everything they have. And that's why Strategic Betrayal is such a good card. Our opponent was running. I haven't seen it before, but I think there is a Naya, a white, green, and red graveyard manipulator deck. They were running cards like Esper Origins, which I'm glad I got rid of those. Joshua, when he enters, discard 2, draw 2, but his ability is exile him to become Phoenix, deals 2 damage to each opponent twice, and then return any number of target creature cards with total mana value 6 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So the idea would be, ooh, I didn't even see Knights of the Round. That's terrifying. Terra Magical Adept, mill 5, put up to one enchantment card milled this way into your hand. Her ability to become Esper Terra. This is kind of an interesting deck, one that Strategic Betrayal hard counters because they have to have stuff in their graveyard. So I'll take that. I will definitely take that. And they were set up pretty well there. They had some good stuff in their graveyard, so definitely glad I had that card when I did. But anyway, we shall continue on. Because yeah, these first 2 matches have been really quick. First an immediate concede, and then the other one, we kind of broke their strategy, so I'll take it. Alright. Brewing with Magic. Nice to meet you. See, this is a problem. We only have 2 of our colors and a lot of red. Better. Much better. Though, we'll send you to the back. So no cut down. Deep Cavern Bat. I have 2 options for you. I would prefer you take the Strategic Betrayal. Because I'd rather not waste that right away. Interesting. Interesting. I understand it. we're going to go ahead and wait. I want to see what else they play. If we're going to go ahead and wait, I want to see what else they play. The smart thing for them to do would be to attack. Yeah, the smart thing here would be attack while you have 3 mana, so it could either force me to use my Get Lost just to get my creature back, but I'm not that worried about it, to be honest. So I'll take the hit. They are going with Karsi Revenant. Get rid of it. Alright. And the immediate conceit when they see Sephiroth. I haven't actually had that happen yet. That was funny. This is going a lot better than I had initially anticipated, so I'm actually quite happy about that. Anyway, we'll do one more match. Yeah, we'll do one more match, and then kind of go from there. Well, not go from there. We do have a pack to open at the end of this. Also, depending on how this match goes, if we win, we'll have multiple packs to open. If we lose, well, that's okay. I'm kind of content already. We've had, 3 matches, 3 wins. If we lose this one, it's unfortunate, but I'll deal with it. I'm gonna mulligan this. This isn't... Yeah, we'll keep it. Okay, so they have a Torch the Tower, maybe? Which would be unfortunate. I wouldn't get my token if they used that. Chose not to. Interesting. Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But this time I get my token, so... It is what it is. Go there for the red. Sadly, they can probably easily get rid of Voice of Victory. I really hope they don't, but please don't. Carrot Cake, okay. That works for me. They didn't like the card on top. You don't... Oh, they can do a... Yeah. Yeah, that's too bad. Well, they liked whatever they got that time, so... You can double block, or not. They're going to. Interesting. Yeah, that is a bit of a problem. Yeah, that is a bit of a problem, because now I'm empty. I'm empty-handed of creatures, and they have, yeah. Okay. Ooh, that's an interesting interaction. Didn't know about that. Can't cast Torch to the Tower because I only have the 1 red. Toby. I don't trust them. Yeah, I didn't trust them in the slightest. Dollmaker's shop, okay. Ah, rude. Yeah, we're kind of at a bad spot here. Make a copy of it, see. I mean, Lightning Helix, not terrible. Yeah. Though that takes that's a +8, makes that a 9 power. That's not good. Is that it? Because that takes that to the... not quite. Yeah. That's okay. Stadium headliner. We'll play it. Deal some chip. Say good game. And concede. Because that was a good game. It was that was Boros Tokens versus Mardu Tokens. They just had some better options, unfortunately. And that's okay. That is okay. Anyway, that is going to do it for the matches, but don't go anywhere. We do have a pack to open. Let's see if we can get anything good. Anything new, preferably. Okay, nothing in the commons and uncommons. What about our rare? Astrologian's Planisphere. Can't say I've ever actually seen someone use this card, but it's a cool idea. It's a cool idea. I really do like all of the job select cards that they brought in with this, because they're cool. You know, they create a token that they immediately equip themselves to. So it's a creature. It's playing a creature with extra steps, pretty much. But yeah, pretty cool. Alright, with that, we're going to wrap things up for today. So, if you enjoyed this episode, which I do sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please do consider subscribing. And to stay up to date for whenever new content is released, don't forget to hit that bell icon after you subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.